The way the law of attraction works is you get a reflection back of what sort of energy you're embodying, what sort of energy and frequency you're vibrating on. If you are vibrating in low vibrational states, the reflection you get back by the law of attraction is low vibrational things. So what can we do to break out of these low vibrational states so we can be vibrating high, so we can attract better things in? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the key to breaking out of these low vibrational states. So hey guys, I'm Laura and I make videos that will awaken your awareness. So the key to doing this is simply by letting go. So what I mean by that is let go of attachment. If you're attached to things, I really want this, I really want that, it would be so cool to have it, let it go, let everything go. Don't be attached to nothing. Buddha says attachment is the root of all suffering. So let go of attachment. Let go of people. People that don't show up for you. People that, they're like half-assed friends. People that are in low vibrational states themselves. Energy is contagious. So if you surround yourself with people that have low vibrational energy, that's going to affect your own personal energy field, and that's going to keep you in low vibrational states. So what you do is you let go of those people, go find high vibrational people to be around. And again, energy is contagious, so that's naturally going to bring your vibrations up when you're hanging around those, those sorts of people. And again, let go of any friendships that don't serve you, where people aren't really showing up for you. Let them all go. The other thing to let go of is labels. We're always being labeled as something. Oh, that person's depressed. That person has anxiety. That person's ADHD. There's always some sort of label given to us. And when we get given these labels, we start, we attach that to our identity. And then we develop this belief that there's something wrong with me. Let it go. Let the labels go. Habits. Let go of habits. Any habit that doesn't serve you, low vibrational habits like drinking alcohol, let it go. Cigarette smoking, let it go. Let go of the habits that don't serve you. And if you hang around people that are doing those low vibrational, activities like drinking, again, let those people go with the habits. Let it all go. It's not serving you. It's not going to help you bring amazing things into your life. The other thing you need to let go of is beliefs. Your self-limiting beliefs. So I've just done a video on 5 steps to overcoming your beliefs or your self-limiting beliefs. So if you want to learn more about self-limiting beliefs and how to work with them, how to flip them, check that video out. But we have self-limiting beliefs that run on the autopilot mind. So sometimes that means that we're unaware that we have them, and beliefs are creating your reality. So if you're unaware of having a self-limiting belief, then you can't change it, and it's going to keep creating your reality. So you've got to learn to let go of whatever beliefs that don't serve you. And beliefs are the same thing as the stories you're telling yourself. If you're telling yourself stories that are, negative, you need to let all of that go, okay? Let go of grudges. I was someone that was really good at holding grudges. I used to be quite angry sort of person, and yeah, I can hold a grudge. I can hold a grudge for sure. Like, I didn't talk to my dad for over 10 years. I didn't talk to my family or my mum, for years. And in a way, they were, wrong with the way they treated me. I was also wrong with my own behavior and attitude, but it's a two-way street in a way, if you know what I mean. Like, the way they treated me is what encouraged that attitude. So I held on to a lot of grudges, and that keeps you in low vibrational states. So if you're upset with someone and it's like you're clinging on to that, like you're mad with this person, you need to let the grudge go. That doesn't mean you need to be on good terms with them and have them back in your life if they've done something wrong to you. But it's just don't hang on to the anger and the resentment. Don't hold on to the grudge anymore. Just let it go. Be free from it. Let go of expectations. It's really easy to have expectations when it comes to other people. And One of the things I've had to learn is that not everyone has the same heart as you, not everyone has the same soul as you, not everyone's going to show up the same way as you. So if you're showing up and you're being a good person for others, and then you sort of think, oh, I expect to have it back because I'm doing it for them, that's going to keep you on a low vibrational state. Expectations is what upsets you, because if they don't give back what you expect, then you feel bad about it, right? So instead, you let go of expectations from everyone. Don't expect anything from anyone. You'll be much happier. Instead of expectations, switch to appreciation. Have appreciation for what people do for you. And the last one is let go of control. Let go of control when you're wanting specific things in your life and you're trying to make it happen, like you're trying to control the situation too much instead of just flowing with it. That's going to keep you in low vibrational states. You need to let go of control. Trust the process and just be more flowy with life. Just flow with life, okay? Now, I should have written this up as well. I just realised I missed this one out, which is, I say this in my other content if you watch it, which is let go of outcomes, right? Let go of outcomes. You know you want a specific thing to come into your life, but if you're trying to chase this thing, and in your mind it's like it has to go a certain way, you're clinging on to the outcome. You've got to let it go, because the way that it may work out for you may be a way that you didn't even think of. If that makes sense. Like, the universe has bigger plans for you. The universe can work with magic. The universe may bring it into your life in a way that you never expected. So this is why we let go of outcome. The universe will probably have a better idea on how to bring it to you, okay? Let go of all these things and your vibration will raise. Because what happens, like, this is the scale of consciousness. So at the bottom we have shame, which vibrates at about 20, which is really low, right? We have enlightenment at the top. I think enlightenment, don't quote me on this, I'd have to double check it, but I think that is at 700. I know love is at 500. So that's a lot higher than shame being at 20. So you've got shame, guilt, fear, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. Now, when we are clinging on to this sort of stuff, it keeps us down here in this scale of consciousness, in the low levels, right? But when you let go of all that, your vibration's naturally going to raise up here. And your natural state of being when you are born is love, which is up here, which is 500. It's a really high vibrational state. That's our natural state of being. When we come in as a baby there, and then things happen in life, and we give things meanings, right? And that's what lowers our vibration down. So the key here is let go, because the attachments is keeping you in here. Let go, your vibration's naturally going to raise back up. Why? Because your natural state of being is actually high. Now, another thing I want to point out is forgiveness. Forgiveness can help you to let go. So I'll use an example, one of my examples, right? I said to you before how I held on to a grudge with my dad. I didn't talk to him for, a good 10 years or so. And that was simply because he was never a father. He wasn't around when I was a kid. He lived in a different country. He abandoned his responsibilities as a parent, and I was sort of like, I just couldn't understand how someone could just have kids and then walk away. So I held on to this grudge for over 10 years with him. I learned to forgive and let go. So again, forgiveness is key. I learned to forgive and let go because I had the realization that, well, my dad had a really bad childhood with a lot, he's got a lot of unhealed childhood wounds. So I went through the forgiveness process, right? When I forgave, I let go of that grudge, my vibrational state raised. Now, let's say out of your vibrational state on a scale of 1 to 10. So for example, when I was younger and I was quite angry, I was kicked out of home, didn't really have anywhere to live, didn't have money, didn't even really have food. My natural state of being, like let's say, we put about 5 there. My natural set point was probably maybe around a 3 or even lower. Back then I was in a pretty low state, right? So my natural set point would have been somewhere around here, we'll just say. After doing my forgiveness work, as well as letting go of things like this, as well as doing inner work and healing, basically just committing to bettering myself, working on myself, like personal development, working on becoming the best version of me, and doing all this work and the forgiveness, letting go of the grudges, my natural state, my natural set point is now, it'll be above 5. It's hard to really pinpoint, but I'd say more about a 7, right? So this will be, how old am I now? Hold on, 34, 24. Probably over 10 years. I'd say over 10 years this has changed. So back 10 or so years ago, I was down here and been committing to working on myself, and then over time, my natural set point is now higher. There are some things that may happen that may lower you a wee bit, or there may be something that happens that may make you go a bit higher, but the natural set point where you normally are, for me, is about a 7. The other interesting thing I've noticed is because I smoke weed, and I more use it as a sleeping aid, right? When I was in these low vibrational states at, say, a 3, if I smoked weed, it would may brought me up to about a 5, make me feel a bit better. But now that my natural set point is higher and it's 7, when I smoke weed, it actually decreases me to, say, a 5. So it makes me drop back down. That's why I only really use it. I only use it as a relaxant and a sleeping aid. So I sort of just only have it in the evenings. Otherwise, I don't really like it during the day, because that's what happens. I'll be up here during the day, and if I smoke it, and then I sort of just my set point kind of drops. So this is why we let go of these things, and we do forgiveness, so that we can change our natural set point to be higher. And the other thing I want to point out here, which I think is extremely important, that is disconnecting from the media. The media is designed to put out negativity. I just saw a cat on a roof. Sorry, I just got distracted. There's a cat running around on the roof over there. Ooh. Okay, anyway, sorry. Disconnecting from the media, because the media is designed to put out negativity. You don't see any real positive stories on the news. Like, it's always going to be, I'd say 99% of the time, negativity. And if you'll see me watching the news, especially on a daily basis, my stepdad does this. I wish he didn't, but he doesn't understand. But he plugs into the news every single day. And when you do that, the news, again, it's negativity, but there's also a lot of fear. Fear being low. Fear's at 100, right? It's 100. Fear's low. So if you're one of those people that's always watching the news, and you're watching this negativity and this fear in the world, be scared of this, be scared of that, it's affecting your own vibration, right? Before watching the news, you could have been up here in the love vibration because you've been having a good day spending it with people you love. Then you come home, you sit down and watch the news, and then you see things in the world that to be fearful of. Then you've just dropped all the way down here just by watching the news. Again, the news is always going to be putting out negativity and fear. It's never going to put out positivity and happiness, right? So that's why I highly recommend disconnect from the media, switch off from it. I know people like my stepdad, they like to watch it because they think they're being kept informed with what's happening around the world. Well, firstly, do you really need to be informed about what's happening around the world? Especially if it's not even in your country? Like, yeah, it's good to be a bit aware, but you don't want to be like indulging yourself in other countries' problems. Because again, it's affecting your own vibrational state. This is a scale of consciousness. This is a vibrational state. You're watching bad things happening in a different country. That's going to affect you. But what can you do about it? You're over here in your own country. You can't do anything about that. Even if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to go out and make other countries a happier place, you actually can't. You can't do anything about it. It's out of your control. So I also think that if you use social media, my stepdad doesn't. This is probably why he watches the news, because he doesn't do technology and social media. But I find that I don't watch the news at all. But I find that just by being on social media, I'm informed enough. I see enough that comes up on social media to have an idea of what's happening in the world. But you know, you don't want to just be sitting there watching the news every night, because again, it's programming you. Television has programs to program you, because you're a computer, whether you realize it or not. You're a computer that's being programmed. So disconnect from the media. Don't allow it to program you with negativity and fear, because that's going to keep you down here. You want to be up here. Your natural state of being, again, is love. So you want to get tapping in up here. That is where you are powerful. That is where law of attraction is going to work for you in your favor, because you get a reflection back of what frequency you're tuned into. These are frequencies. If you're tuned into fear, by the law of attraction, it's going to bring more things into your life to be scared of. If you're vibrating in love, by the law of attraction, you're tapped into that frequency. That is the reflection you get back, is love. Whether it's people loving you, whether it's a loving relationship. So you never attract what you want in life. You attract what you are. What you're tuning into, what you're vibrating at. It comes down to the way you think, feel, and act. That makes up your state of being, and your state of being is what is attracting things into your life. You think positively, you feel positively, you have positive behavior, then the reflection you're going to get back into your life is positivity, right? So that's what you got to do to get out of these low vibrational states. I hope you like this video, guys. If you've got some sort of value, give me a thumbs up or write a comment just to let me know. If there's any topics you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section and let me know. If you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit the bell notification. I drop 5 videos every single week, so I hope you stick around. Hope I see you on the next one. Peace.